I don't want to be rich. I need to be fulfilled. I don't want to just exist. I need to feel alive. I don't want to film. I need to create. I don't want to be a man. I need to be an example. I don't want to run. I need to make every step count. I don't want to just pray. I need to connect with God. I don't want happiness. I need emotional intelligence. Dig deeper into your psyche and follow the path that leads to mastery. If you don't know where to start at what you want and search deeper for the need. For wants lead to vanity, but mastery leads to freedom. This is a standard in our society. With so much information to consume and so many beliefs being shifted in such a short period of time, it's difficult for the average person to differentiate progress from distraction, seeing our wants as needs. And you see this on the internet everywhere. Man wants to sleep with many women, but he just needs validation and self-worth. A woman sells her body, but beneath that, there's the need of feeling loved and accepted. Let's be honest, most of us watching, we're not in control of our lives. People chase things that they don't even need, mistaking their wants for a purpose. That's why you see many high-level CEOs and overachievers feel empty inside, despite all of the success that they've achieved in the world. You see very successful people and artists and people who look like they have a lot of abundance in their life commit suicide and do things you wouldn't expect from someone like them. But the real problem over here isn't the lack of success, it's the lack of intention. Two men can be chasing the same goal using the same two methods, but the man doing it with his right intention is going to feel fulfilled, whereas the man who's doing it with his surface level wants is going to feel behind. And so we see this across our entire society, and it's what I call the intention deficit. So when you're chasing money and you're watching all these financial gurus online, are you doing it because that's what everyone tells you that you should be doing in your 20s? When you create or build, are you just doing it because you want to feel like an entrepreneur? Or do you research what actually creating and building something with intention looks and feels like? Because in today's day and age, living life with intention is not an easy task, but if mastered, one can live a very fulfilling life. Be it as a husband, a founder, an athlete, every action begins with an intention. So most of us want one of two things: fulfillment or freedom, both of which can only be achieved through intention. And let me just clarify real quick what I mean about intention. Intention isn't, I intend to film this video. That is the want. But the need behind it is I intend to film this video for the betterment of myself so that I can get better at speaking at the camera and I can convey my knowledge and experience to you guys out there so you guys can benefit as well. That is the need. That is what I mean by intention. Living with intention means you know exactly why you're doing all the things that you do. I'll talk about this a little bit more in the video, but it really means just releasing yourself from that negative autopilot, because there is a positive version of autopilot, but releasing yourself from the negative autopilot and rewiring yourself to do the actions that actually matter. Basically, stop doing mindless. In my recent videos, I keep coming back to taking action and changing your life in 2025, and I think it's a big reason is because through my own reflection in this last year, it's a deeper desire and voice in the actions that I create. So my goal in today's video are two things. Number one is to get you guys to ask yourself the question of what is the deeper desire within the actions that I am doing every single day. And I'm going to get into this exercise with you guys that I've done for myself as well. But number two, so that you can be more self-aware and live life more intentionally. Because just like the Prophet, peace be upon him, said, verily actions are based on their intentions. Especially with the holy month of Ramadan coming up, you don't want it just to be a autopilot holy month. You want to make sure it takes full effect in your life and it's the most transformative one that you've had yet. So let's make this easy. Take out a pen and a paper and write down the 3 highest ROI things that you are doing in your life right now. Be it deep work, school, reading, training, spending time with family. Write the 3 things that are giving you the best return on investment for your time and for your effort spent. And then right next to it, write another list of 3 of the lowest ROI things that you are doing in your life right now. Be it doom scrolling, mindless content consumption, excessive gaming, whatever it is. Now, after you have done those 2 things, look at the first one of the first list and ask yourself, what am I really looking for over here? I'll give you an example that I've asked for myself. One of the highest ROI things was spending time with my wife. And I started to think about the things that happen when I spend time with my wife. My woman doesn't just need me to be home, she needs me to be present. A layer deeper reveals a need, which is she wants to feel seen and listened to, not just heard. A layer even deeper is she wants that masculine direction in her own life problems, and outsources that rightfully to her man. So, I mean, obviously I want to be the best man that I can be for my wife and for my future family. Obviously, I want to be the best version of myself. And in the moment, things that you're doing, or maybe even things that are being thrown at you, you might feel uncomfortable in the moment because you're kind of searching for something, but you don't know what it is. And your body is understanding it as discomfort. Because in life, not all the time will you have the answer right in front of you. Sometimes it requires deeper thought. Sometimes it requires a deeper breakdown in order for you to extract what the real meaning is behind the actions that you are doing. So just like the example I just used, something as simple as being present with your woman can completely shift the approach of how you are when you spend time with family and just how you want to be as a man. It sounds very simple, yet no one does it. That's pretty much all I wanted to say in today's video. I want to have a fancy outro, but the only things that are coming to mind is that complacency is what kills a man. And always remember that an idle mind is the devil's workshop. So starve the wants, feed the needs, and I'll see you in the next one.